again, everybody. It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. It is Anti Procrastination Day, and I have been reading some comments this morning on some of our videos, and what I am seeing is procrastination when it comes to your shiny sink. And some of you may have just joined, so please forgive me, but I'm going to nag on this for a little bit. So get on in here. It is Wednesday. We are in zone 4, and this is our main. It's our master bedroom, our bathroom, and our closet. And it's time to get our kitchen sinks shining. So come on in. I'm gonna pull up some tunes. Since it is Anti-Procrastination Day, I'm going to start out with one of your favorite songs. Yep, sometimes we just need a little Eric Dodge. Why not today? Here we go. Why isn't it playing? Here we go. Now it's going.
I've been waiting for just the right moment to start living.
Let's get the chat up.
The life of my dreams. I was hoping some magical moment would come rescue me. But it hit me today. There's no better time to begin. This day I've been given is my day to start living. So I'm jumping in. Why not today while the sun is shining? Today while I know I can. The past is behind me. Tomorrow can't find me till I live today. So why not today while my heart is ready? Today while it's in my grasp. If I start out slowly, I'm confident knowing I'm still on my way. So why not today? I've been searching in all the wrong places for the courage to follow my dreams, but I finally discovered the power lies inside of me. I could spend my life waiting for something to show me the way, but I would be missing the wonderful blessing of embracing today. Why not today while the sun is shining? Today while I know I can. The past is behind me. Tomorrow can't find me till I live today. So why not today while my heart is ready? Today while it's in my grasp. If I start out slowly, I'm confident knowing I'm still on my way. So why not today? I'm ready, I'm willing, I'm able, I'm learning to fly. But how will I know how high I can soar if I never try? Why not today while the sun is shining? Today while I know I can. The past is behind me. Tomorrow can't find me till I live today. Why not today while my heart is ready? Today while it's in start out slowly, confident knowing I'm still on my way. Why not today? Why not today? Why not today?
Okay, it's anti-procrastination day. You know what you've been putting off. If you joined us at the beginning of January and you hadn't shined your sink yet, it's time. Now, I'm going to talk to you about what I had to do to shine our sink. When Robert and I got married in 1996, make sure I turn that off. When we had a little one butt kitchen. I mean, the kitchen sink had a window that looked outside, and there was a stove here and a countertop over here, and behind me was our refrigerator. And we had a door that went outside to the back deck, side deck. And Robert had put this kitchen in when he built the house in 1975. I was, this is a duck, just so you know. Uh, Somebody posted a picture of some paneling that Robert put in the house when he built the house. He built the house with, he did good to buy, he was a young lawyer. He did good to buy the property. And then the next year, he started building the house in 1975. And he put in the most expensive paneling that he could afford. And it's still on our wall. We took down a wall of it, but on either side of the back doors, there's some of this paneling. And somebody posted that last night if people grew up with that paneling in their room. And yeah, there were some people, but we still have it. And we left it because Robert was, it was just a badge of something he did for himself. And one day we'll change it, but right now it's okay. But we had sheetrock everywhere else in the house. But this kitchen sink in in 1999 was 25 years old. It was, we have hard water, so it had crusted water scale everywhere. And I did everything I could. I started out with using Comet. I grew up with Comet. I used Comet. It's the same thing as Barkeeper's Friend. And I scrubbed it. Well, that didn't get it clean. So I rinsed it really well, filled it up with hot water, and put some bleach in it. Now, I didn't know better at the time, but that's not good for your septic tank to put bleach in your septic tank. And we have a septic tank. So, but it got that sink looking pretty good. But where the water and around the faucet, I had to take dental floss. I had to take a knife, the point of a knife, and try to scrape things off. Now we had Formica countertops. It was a beautiful green Formica countertop. And I loved it. I loved the kitchen cabinets. I loved everything about the little kitchen, except that it was a one butt kitchen. But after a couple of hours, maybe 3, I got that sink looking like a brand new penny. That was all I had to do that New Year's Day was to shine that sink and keep it that way for the whole month. Here we are into the 24th day of January. We got one more week to this month. And all we've had to do is shine that sink to start with and then keep it clean and shiny. And that's wiping it dry every time you use it. every time, especially when you get ready to go to bed. Now, you might not be able to do it every time you use the sink, but if you repot a plant, reshine your sink. It's just things we have to do. And that sink needs to be sanitized all the time. And there's nothing worse than accidentally spilling a whole thing of pasta in a nasty sink. You got to make more pasta. So y'all, shine your sink. Even if it takes you a couple of hours to do it. Even if you have to take a chisel to it to scrape things up. Do it. Use SOS pads. That's one of my favorite things because the SOS pads, especially if you use a 4, you can't get 4-aught SOS pads, but you can get 4-aught steel wool and put some cleanser on it, and you can have your own little SOS pad. It'll buff a stainless steel sink. Now, it won't do well for a ceramic sink, but the bleach water and maybe just wipe things down with just a bleach solution. But get that sink clean and shiny. Get it clean and shiny. And then get up in the morning and be excited about that shiny sink. Well, that came out of nowhere, y'all. So, folks, I love SOS pads too, but it buffed the sink. It buffed it, just like polishing something. Polishing silver or polishing brass. With Mama Louise, I used to like this. One of the things I would do with her was go over to her house, and she was disabled, and we just sit, listen to the Mormon Tabernacle Choir, and polish brass, because she would buy brass at yard sales, 25 cents here, and she had brass swans, she had brass spittoons, she had everything brass, and she loved it when it was shiny. So, folks, shine your sink. If you've been putting it off or you don't think you can do it, just start. Watch our shiny sink video. It's on YouTube. It's had over 1 million views. Watch the shiny sink video. I don't care if you have to put your dirty dishes in a bucket on the floor. I don't care what you have to do with the dirty dishes. But if you have a dishwasher, get your dishwasher going and then start shining that sink. I see people say, "Oh, I missed the live." This morning somebody said, "I missed the live," and somebody else said, "I did too." Pretend like it's still live. And after you get through shining your sink, you might want to go down into the garage and get just a little bit of car wax. I know you got some car wax in the garage. Go upstairs and wax that sink. And that'll keep things from staining your sink. Just like on your car. It repels dirt and nastiness. And you know what else it'll repel? That scum, that scale. So y'all, let's shine that sink. Let me give you some announcements. We put the calendars. Our FlyLady calendars are half price. They've never been half price. So we've got, our inventory is getting really low and we want to sell them all. It helps us to sell them. It helps us stay in business. So if you need a calendar just for menu planning, now's the time. You can save more money menu planning that'll pay for this calendar and the shipping. I don't know what y'all are talking about. I can't look at the chat and have keep my thoughts. I watched Brooke and Jason on Coghill Farms yesterday, and they did an afternoon live show. And they can interrupt each other and they can lose their trains of thoughts. Well, I just try to read the chat and I lose my train of thought. So, folks, let's keep it together. Let's do what we need to do. I was decluttering a bag of stuff in here yesterday and I found this. And if you made these for me, please tell me because I don't know that I've thanked you. I think I know who it is. But this is my favorite. Look at this little chicken. It's a hen. I think it's a pot holder. But there are angels. Anyway, and then there's a coaster, a red rose, and a leaf. Somebody's talented. I also found some things that go in shoes, and I have a box for those. So those are going to go in that box. So we've cut the price to get rid of them. We need to sell them. Rob, Justin's got to go through um, boxes at the warehouse that need to go in the dumpster, but we're going to make them where they can be recycled from, 2 cases here, 2 cases there. That's a lot of calendars when you think about it. Y'all, we have been given tools. Yeah, you can become addicted to this thing, but it's got an alarm system on it. Every phone has a little clock right there. See that little clock? And you can hit that button and you can set up alarms. Look at that. Set up alarms. And it works. You never miss a show. You don't have to depend on Google or Facebook to remind you. Just set up 11 o'clock and 3 o'clock, but you convert it to your time. So if it's 11 o'clock, it's 8 o'clock in the morning, Pacific time. Yeah, the calendars are, I keep a calendar in my bathroom just for that keeping up with weight. You can use it for menu planning, you can use it for tracking your medications. You can do lots of things with it. But now's the time. If you've been procrastinating about getting a calendar, do it. If you've been procrastinating about shining your sink, do it. Whew. Anyway, folks, you can do this. Procrastination is because of your perfectionism. You tell yourself you can get that sink clean and shiny. It's impossible. It's old and ugly. But guess what? Anything can be polished. Yeah. What is they say in the South? Turn a sow's ear into a pocketbook. I don't know how the quote goes, but we can make something out of nothing. We can do this. A silk purse out of a sow's ear. We can do it. I'm going to put these on my table over here because I want to do something with them when we redo the wall. A sow's ear into a silk purse. Janet needs a system. Well, I think she's found it. Like yesterday, I went and cleaned out part of my broom closet. And I found these booties that go on my feet that are just like our mop cloth with those little fingers on it. Where is it? They're just like this, but they slip over my shoes. And I've already washed them this morning, and I'm going to put them back on my feet as soon as the show's over. I am piggybacking my new 1 minute habit of doing my floors. It's been raining for 24 hours. We've gotten 3/8 of an inch, so you know it's just a drizzle. And I'm going to put them on because when I get through here, I go to the bathroom, I potty, and then I'm going to hit the ground skating on my new fun way to keep the floors done. And I got puppy toe prints to follow. It's just a fun way to keep me energized about doing something new, like mopping my floor. What zone are we in? We are in zone 4. Now, I know the website, a couple of places on the website, it says zone 3, but Rebecca and I can't figure out how to fix it. And I've handed it off to Michael, and he'll get it fixed, I'm sure. But it may just straighten itself out next week. Who knows? Who knows? It's a foreign language to me. So we're in zone 4, our master bedroom. We are cleaning up hot spots in our bedroom. That means your nightstand. And let's get it done. Let's get it done. We don't have to spend a lot of time in our bedrooms, but we need to make the rooms look nice. Okay, folks. Stop your procrastination. Stop it. Your perfectionism is what causes you to procrastinate. And let's stay on top of the things that we need to do. We can do this. We can do this. I love you all so much. And I'm so happy to have a purpose to my life. I went 43 years not knowing what I wanted to be when I grew up. And then I was listening to a pastor last night. His name is Nathan French. And he had a powerful testimony. Just look up Nathan French and testimony. You'll find him. And he was preaching last night at the gathering, which is Brother Timothy Dixon's. He has set up a tent in Grand Ridge, Florida, and it's going to be like a 10-day revival unless it just keeps going. But Nathan lives in the Northwest in Washington, Tacoma, somewhere around there. And he flew to Florida to go to this meeting. And he's a happy, joyful pastor. And I don't think he's a pastor. I think he's an evangelist. But he's happy. and he laughs and he tells jokes and he does he mimics people, and it was just a beautiful service. He told a little bit about his testimonial in the service, and he had spoken the night before just a little bit. Y'all, we got to be ready. We got to be ready. The good Lord's coming, and we always got to be ready. I mean, that was our motto last year. Get ready with me. And then we got ready and we stayed ready. Now, freedom is knocking at your door. Do you want to be free from this procrastination? Because procrastination is what causes the chaos in your home. Do you want to be free of it? Just start clearing off one hot spot here and one hot spot there and grabbing your mop and mopping for a minute. Just do it. Y'all, tomorrow's question and answer day. Send them in to FlyLady at FlyLady.net and I will answer them. Fever, y'all, don't be afraid of fever. Be aware of it, but don't be afraid of it because fever is a way God heals people. I know you're scared of it because we've been taught to be scared of it. But read about fever, study fever. Don't be fearful of anything. Okay, folks, let's go to the Lord in prayer. Dear Father in heaven, thank you so much for your open door policy, Lord. Thank you for having given us a way through your Son, Jesus Christ, to get, we know the password. We know the repentance and coming to you through your Son. Thank you, Lord. Jesus is our password. Keep us safe from harm. Protect us from evil, Lord. Guide us with your Holy Spirit. Help us to hear you. Help us to sit quietly and listen to you. Help us to be in communion with you, Lord, day and night and day. Thank you, Lord, for the ability to just talk to you anytime we want to, Lord. It's good for us, and I know it's good for you too. All these things we ask in your Son's holy name, Jesus. Amen and amen. You know, God really wants to spend time with us, y'all. He wants to spend time with us. So do it. Like Dutch She says, give him 15. That's just the start. Today's give him 15 was really good. Anyway, I'll be back on here at 3 o'clock. Set your alarm on your phone and set it to repeat every day, except for Saturday and Sunday. And I'll be back here at 3. I love you all so much. I keep saying that. But guess who loves you more? God does. God does. I'll see you later. Be good, kind, and sweet. Be good to yourself by getting an extra calendar, giving a friend a calendar. Get them while you can because we'll be out of them soon. Be kind to others by sharing your joy of the Lord with them. And maybe toss in a little bit about how FlyLady has helped you. And let this joy that is in your heart, that comes from God, show the world who you are. Yes, Dutch was good today. He's always good. And he's going to be speaking at his brother's church on February. It's the first Friday night in February. I think it's the 2nd or the 3rd. I don't know. I've got a calendar here. Why don't I look? Let me see. November, February the 2nd. It's Groundhog's Day. Anyway, I'll see you later. What are Dutch sheets? It's not a what, it's a who. He has something on YouTube called Give Him 15, and he does a devotional every day, 5 days a week. And he speaks all over the country. So y'all check him out. It's not a sheet. That's his last name, and his brother's last name is the same thing, and his name is Tim Sheets, and he is in Ohio. Dutch is in South Carolina, not far from me. I've never met him, but he does a wonderful devotional. Anyway, see you later. Check them out. Give Him 15 is amazing. Catch you at 3 o'clock. Be here or be square. There we have it. Yeah, I got on the I took a little siesta about 2 o'clock. I'd worked really hard. Leanne and I've been sharing houses, and we just had all of a sudden my eyes got heavy and the sky got dark, and I thought, well, I'll lay down and take a nap because I got alarms on my watch and my phone, and sure enough, at 5 minutes till 3, I woke up. It was a cat nap, but sometimes cat naps are the best ones, you know? So I pulled a little rabbit out of the hat, thinking, you know, I'll come up with a topic for today. And I pulled out 2 before this, and none of them seemed fine. And then I found why shining your sink matters. How many of you have a shiny sink? Tell me, how many of you have a shiny sink? Because if you've not bothered to shine your sink because you were rebelling, then I'm going to talk to you about why shining a sink really does matter. Please share our videos. You make it possible so other people know what we're doing here. Now, keep in mind, I set out on New Year's Day of 1999 to get my house in order. To get organized, to be able to do what I needed to do to be a county commissioner in Transylvania County, North Carolina. And what I realized when I was going through Pam and Peggy's card file system, I didn't have a little 3x5 card file box. I had a card file tray with lots of dividers, lots of the 31 days, 12 months, the days of the week. It was just absolutely crazy how many cards I had. I didn't just have one card. I had, it seemed like 500 cards. But it wasn't this long. It was this long. And what I realized on that New Year's Day is I piled on. I made it hard on me, folks. I made it hard on me to get things done. And I tried to figure out why I couldn't keep house. So I'm sitting there beating myself up because I can't keep house, trying to figure out why I can't keep house. And it dawns on me that I had never established a habit, ever. Never, ever established a habit. And so I picked, I took all those cards and I sorted them into piles. A morning pile, a daily pile, a weekly pile, and a monthly pile. Well, our daily pile consists of your morning routine, your before bed routine, your afternoon routine, the take care of you routine, all of that. Here I had all these cards, and I had over 50 of them just for the day. Well, they weren't working, so I had to come up with another plan. I thought, well, I'll make a list. How many of you how many of you like to make lists? We love to write down lists. But what we like most about lists is checking things off. I did that this morning. I made a list and I marked things off, and that was so much fun. But when I made the list of 20 of the front and back of a sheet of paper, I looked at myself and I started beating myself up again. I can't do that. So I thought, well, what is it that I've not done? And that's when it hit me that I had never established a habit. Now, psychologists tell us it takes 21 days to establish a habit. Well, they don't know us because all we do is beat ourselves up. So I decided to give myself a little grace. Give myself a little bit of grace. That's why we have a 17-month calendar, not just a 12-month calendar. I give you 5 months of grace. Well, I was going to give myself 10 days of grace. And that grace was going to help propel me into establishing habit. Because with a sidetracked person, what we do is we continually beat ourselves up. But when we miss a day of doing our routines, we just give up. I can't do this. Can't, as my granny always said, can't never could do anything. And so we live up to our own expectations. We say we can't get it. We can't do it. We throw the baby out with the bathwater. And sure enough, we can't. But if we'll be kind to ourselves, give ourselves a little leeway here, a little grace, then we can establish this habit. And established habits are so hard to throw by the wayside. So, shining your sink became the habit I was going to practice for the month of January. So, what did I do? I was in my kitchen anyway. So, I decided now our kitchen, it was in 1999. Robert had built our house, his house, in 1975. So, the kitchen sink was 25 years old. 25 years old. And we have hard water. So there was crusty water around the faucets. So I got out my trusty carton of Comet and I scrubbed the sink. Well, that didn't do it. I rinsed the sink out real good and I got some bleach and I put the sink, I filled the sink full of hot water and I put a cup of bleach in each side of the sink and I let it sit for a while, and then I took some tongs and pulled the plug and let the water out, and it was looking pretty good. I rinsed it really good. I did the Comet again, and I took an SOS pad, and those of you who don't know what an SOS pad, it's a steel wool pad that has cleaning stuff in it. It has a soap in it, but it's the dried soap. And I scrubbed the sink really well. And then I took a butter knife, just a regular knife. Might have used a steak knife. And I scraped around the edges of the seal around the sink. And you know, before I was through, I had dental floss working around the edge of the faucet. That sink was shining. It was absolutely gorgeous. After I rinsed it all out, I took a paper towel and wiped out the sink with Windex and really made it shine. And that steel wool buffed that stainless steel sink. It was cruddy. It was a cruddy sink. And it turned it into a brand new sink. Brand new. And so that was the habit I practiced for the whole month of January. I never expected it to stick. But that was the only thing I was required to do, was keep that sink clean and shining. Now, I got dressed every day, and I did other things around the house. I cooked dinner. But you know how easy it is to cook dinner when you walk into the kitchen and you're not greeted with mystery water and dirty dishes staring you in the face saying, just go ahead and order pizza. You don't want to mess with me right now. And that shiny sink propelled me into emptying my dishwasher as soon as it finished every day. Because that shiny sink, I was not going to put a dirty dish in that shiny sink. I was not going to pile dishes in that shiny sink. And you know, that habit has stuck. And it's been over 20 years now. My sink is shining. Yeah, I pot flowers in my sink. I do lots of things in my kitchen sink. But my sink is shining always. Always. And it changed my life. And it changed yours. Because the dishwasher was emptied after it ran, I always had a place to put the dirty dish. That's why it becomes the dirty dish disposal unit. And if you don't have a dishwasher, clean out from underneath your sink and put a dishpan under there. We've all got dishpans that we can use. That's what my granny used to do. She would have a dishpan that she would put in the sink with the dishes she had used during the day. And she would wash them up before dinner. and wash them up with the dinner dishes. And then she put her dish pan back up in under the sink. She had room under there. We all have too much stuff under our kitchen sinks. But as I was keeping that sink clean and shiny, the countertops got cleaned, clutter went away, the stove got cleaned, my ugly linoleum floor that was yellow, that you could barely tell was yellow, it got cleaned. And there you have it. It was amazing. One of my little ear pods went bad. It just closed out. So that shiny sink gave me hope. Hope that I could change. Hope that I wasn't impossible to ever get organized. That shiny sink, when you get up in the morning and you're not greeted with stuff floating on top of the water in your sink, you're able to get a glass of water or make a pot of coffee without being grossed out. And, you know, the upside to that was my husband asked me, we hadn't been married very long, he said, honey, if you'll just keep one side of the sink open, I'll make you coffee every day. Because he still does. He makes me a cup of coffee every single day. And it changed my life. And I think it changed his too. So folks, go shine your sink. Don't wait. Just do it. Don't wait for the magic fairy to come in and wash all your dishes and put your dishes on the floor. I don't care. Put them in your laundry basket, set them on the floor, and shine your sink. Make it look like it's never looked before. Don't mix chemicals. Don't mix Comet and bleach and Windex. Don't do that. One step at a time and get it shining. Use a 3M pad that's it cleans stuff really well. But shine your sink. It will change your life. And it will keep giving you hope. And that's the song that's what the shiny sink does. It gives you hope. Hope that you can make a positive change. Hope, hope, hope. So folks, have a good rest of the day. It's date night. It's family fun day tomorrow. It's renew your spirit on Sunday. Take some time to make some memories tomorrow with your children. But your shiny sink is going to give you the hope you need to get through the day. And it will do it for you. And we have a shiny sink video on YouTube. Check it out. Because I made the video.
I can hear the thunder rolling, and the rain begins to fall. I can feel my courage tremble after I have come so far. Today my heart is sinking, and my world is caving in. But there's light on the horizon, and the darkness will give in to one more day of hope. One more day of faith. Tomorrow will be brighter if I get through today. Better days are coming further down the road. So for now I'll just keep clinging to one more day of hope. find the power within me. I know this storm will pass. It will only make me stronger. When this victory I've won, I can last a little longer. If I keep holding on to one more day of hope, one more day of faith, tomorrow will be brighter. If I get through today, better days are coming further down the road. So for now I'll just keep clinging to one more day of hope, one more day. Better days are coming further down the road. So for now I'll just keep clinging to one more day of hope. One more day.
Y'all are asking me about my plaques behind me. Well, the flag is from Flags of Valor. It's made by veterans. And I've had that for a while. I just think it makes a great backdrop. Right behind my head is I'm free to fly. I bought that off of Etsy from an artist that does watercolors. And I have had it I saw her work on Facebook and I had to have it because I loved it. And then this right here is a canvas that I had done from a picture I made of a rose in my yard. It was a double centered rose. And so I had that. In fact, I have it right here on a cup because I loved it so much. You see the double center on it? It's just absolutely beautiful. So I made me one and made my sister Patty one because it reminded me of the two of us. And then this picture right here, something Ben made for me while he was in prison, and it's a picture of his mom and three of my biological sisters that we had the same mom and dad, but I have another sister, Susan, and another brother, Clifton. But that was a picture of us, and we're holding little pictures of the monkeys. We were just little tiny people then. And then the Why Not Today plaque, that was made for me by Amy Lacey, because that was our song, and Eric sings it. And then Robert made this for me, this cross for me, this past couple weeks ago, and it's put together with lots of little pieces of wood. I saw it on Facebook too and ordered the kit, and he put it together for me. And this is a little cloisonne cross that somebody gave me that it looks better hanging in the window. And up here is let's see if I can show it to you. This is a license plate that my brother-in-law made for me. And then this is my faith, Hebrews 11:1, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. So everything on my wall is meaningful. It's all just lovely, just part of me. So I don't really know where you can get these things because it's just things I've collected that are important. And then Kathy gave me this. There is nothing better than a good friend except a good friend with chocolate. And then this is our little FlyLady doll. So we have It's quite an interesting wall. It's my little wall. How's Jay doing? Jay has had some better days. He's getting better every day. So glory be to God. He has, I got him a watch that has a pressure point on his wrist that is helping with the nausea, and he's worn a neck brace to keep him from moving his head. And it seems to be helping him a little. So keep saying prayers. My sister Dina's got to have an MRI because her arm is not healing where she had surgery back in May. So the tendon is not staying connected. So they're gonna get better. I know it. So keep them in your prayers. Ben has surgery September the 3rd. I didn't sit in a recliner. It was a wingback chair that, in fact, the chair is sitting right there. It was a wingback chair that's been in my husband's family for 300 years. And I had it recovered. In fact, the last time it was recovered when my mother-in-law had it. No, we can't get a FlyLady doll. Let me tell you about the FlyLady doll. Jack had them made for me. But FlyLady, she points a finger. Well, cartoons only have like 3 fingers. And when she points her fingers, it looks like she's doing a salute that's not really good. So we couldn't sell them. But I've given away a lot of them. We gave away a bunch of them at homeschooling conferences. But we can't sell them. But she's kind of cute. Maybe we'll get Jack to find us some more of them. But Ben's got to have surgery on the 3rd of September to finish out cleaning out his inside of his abdomen of cancer. So keep my family in your prayers. Yeah, we laughed so hard when we saw that. We just laughed so hard it wasn't even funny. It just broke my heart that FlyLady was flipping a bird. Anyway, folks, you just have to laugh. It's just part of, you can't be sad, but it makes little babies happy, and they don't know what she's doing. They don't have a clue what she's doing. Anyway, y'all, have a good rest of the evening. I love you, and I will see you tomorrow. Maybe Jack can have us a less offensive version made. That would be good. Anyway, you gotta learn to roll with it and just laugh at things. Just laugh at things. Anyway, the chair that I used to sit in that's right there, 8 people have died sitting in that chair. So I got to thinking, I don't want to be one of those people. So I got me I set me up another little studio, and I really like it. I like my little things on the wall. I really like that. And I'll rearrange stuff from time to time. But you just have to laugh. And this chair, when I had to take tacks out of it that were hand-forged tacks. Hand-forged tacks out of this chair. I wish I had saved them. There was a tack everywhere. But I had it recovered, and I like what it's covered in, but I put some slip covers on it because I did the show sitting in that chair. But I like better sitting up high and having stuff behind me. Don't sit in that chair. I won't. Anyway, I love you all. I will see you later. Bye.
Justin here from FlyLady today to show you a little bit more about the FlyLady I'm Flying 2025 calendar. Here is the FlyLady 2025 calendar. As you can see, it is a nice size family calendar. It has lots of places on the inside to be able to write things. You can also see this on the inside. Great for hanging on a wall, the side of a refrigerator, a bulletin board, all these great places so you can write in lots of different things that are going on in your schedule. You can add in FlyLady zones. It is a 17-month calendar. We start the calendar in August, and this is December of 2024. Here is January of 2025. As you can see, it's got the previous month and the upcoming month at a glance. It's a great family calendar by FlyLady. Order yours today at FlyLady.net. Keep your whole family organized, on task, and on schedule. Go to FlyLady.net.
Get on in here, everybody. Come on in. I got me a new plaque for the wall. It's Psalms 91. I don't know where it's going to go. Is it going to go right there? I don't know. We'll see. I got to find it's bigger than I thought it was going to be. Psalms 91. Yeehaw. Anyway, I'll get that up on the wall in a few hours, maybe. I don't get in a hurry about anything. Come on in. Let's get the chat up. We got a few people coming in. There is Hello World. Let me put on some cutesy glasses. No, I think I'll put on my red ones. Y'all. There we go. To go with my flag. Anyway. Come on in. Schools are getting ready to start in our area. Won't be long. We get exemptions because of we sometimes have a lot of snow and a lot of flooding and some different things. So y'all get on in here. Get on in here. It's going to be a busy day in the neighborhood. We have our calendars. We got word from our printer today that the first batch of calendars, the first batch of calendars is hot pink. I mean, the whole 2025 calendars are going to be hot pink. And they're on pre-order right now, and they're $10. And we've never done a pre-order sale where they're half price. Never. And it's just a tough time, and we just wanted to do something right, something that would be good for everybody. But anyway, these calendars are huge. This is this year's calendar. Let me go. But I want you to see how big the insides are, because it's what's inside that matters. Isn't that what our grannies told us? It's what inside. Pretty is pretty does, my granny used to say. And this calendar is huge. Here's July. That's my glasses. This is how big it is. I can't even get it. I mean, if I turn it this way, I can get it all on the screen. But it's huge. It's not just a picture here and the full calendar right here. We got lines everywhere. And this calendar was we love it because it's big enough to write milestones from your family, appointments for families with a lot of kids, and you're running here, there, and yonder, and you need a place to put everything so everybody can see it. So get your calendars ordered right now. I've got to get my glasses before I step on them, y'all. The do it now principle has kicked in, and my microphone's hung up on my pants. Y'all, I've been doing something weird. I've been cleaning out the drawers in my chest of drawers of clothes that I don't wear. And I'll put them on, and I don't do it fast. I put, a few things in my basket, and I put them on, and I surprise myself that I have something I really love. And that's what happened with the pair of jeans I put on this morning. They are wonderful. And I've probably had them for years and never worn them. I ordered them off eBay. That's where I get most of my clothes. I never buy anything new. But I'm going through things a step at a time. And as I find things I don't like, when I do the laundry, I will put those in a giveaway bag. And that's how it's working. So, folks, here's to getting some things done. Today is anti-procrastination day. It's Wednesday. Wednesday is always our day to stop putting things off and get it going. Now, there's lots of fun ways to do anti-procrastination day. Just pick something. But sometimes it's hard for us to make a decision. So look around your house at the things that need to be done that you've been putting off, whether it's laundry or dishes or emptying the dishwasher, you name it. Dishwashers not being empty is the cause of messy kitchens. And let's get it done. Let's just get it done. And I wanted to discuss how FlyLady works. Many of you join up and you never read an email. How can you commit to doing a system and not know how it works? Or not even read a message? I don't get that. Sometimes we get 50 clicks on the flight plan. The flight plan is the most important email that goes out all day. It tells you what's going on tomorrow. It gets you ready for tomorrow. So here's how FlyLady works. People pay thousands of dollars for an immersion class in learning how to speak Spanish or something else, maybe Italian. They pay thousands of dollars to do that. Well, we're giving you a system for free. All you got to do is sign up and get the emails, and we're gonna put you into immersion class. If you commit to getting our messages, we're going to be in your face. There's somebody says they click on the website to see the flight plan. Well, that's fine, but we have brains that are all over the place. I mean, we ricochet. Our brains ricochet, and that's not a bad thing. I am happy to know that I can go from flower to flower to flower and get things done and actually accomplish a whole lot more than staying hyper focused on something. With our hyper focusedness, we can spend 10 hours with a toothbrush in our shower scrubbing the grout between the tile and not even know the day has passed. Yeah, we can do that. But guess what? We don't have to do that anymore. We don't have to be that way anymore. That's our obsessive compulsive personalities, our perfectionism. We want to see that shower grout shining. Well, guess what? It's grout. It's grout. You don't want to put some chemicals on your tile because you got to smell that stuff. So you need to be careful with what you put in your lungs. I've had a friend from high school who was cleaning her shower, and she sprayed it with something, and then she sprayed something on top of it, the chemicals mixed, and she fell out with little kids in the house. She fell out in the floor. She asphyxiated herself with some chemical that was awful. So you got to be careful with what you mix. That's why we recommend only using like shampoo or old body wash to clean your shower. If you'll take a purple rag, you can clean shower doors with a purple rag and no soap, because the soap film that's on your shower doors or on your shower walls is soap. Soap is soap. Now we got this great little scrubber tool that is wonderful. We have a, where is it? I keep one of these in my shower all the time. It's got little grooves on it, little bristles, stiff little bristles that are great for scrubbing grout. Guess what? You can scrub the grout while you've got conditioner on your hair. You can do that. We got the tools to do that. We also got the things to make, if you'll, okay, Marla, slow down. We have personalities that we want to put things off until it gets so bad we can't function. We can't stand it any longer. And that's sometimes a good thing. But I want to talk to you about how FlyLady works. FlyLady works because of you. We have helped millions of people over the last 25 years almost. 25 years. We have helped people all over the world get their homes and lives in order. We have a sign that used to go up at our booths when we traveled to conventions, homeschooling conventions, and it said, "Are you living in chaos? Are you living in chaos?" And it used to be on the screen here. I don't know why it isn't anymore. Let's see if I hit this design. There we go. There it is. Are you living in chaos? I put it up there. Yay! I could do it and talk at the same time. Are you living in chaos? Chaos stands for can't have anyone over syndrome. Now, folks, chaos is a horrible, horrible thing. Seems like the whole world is in chaos. I know one time that can't have anyone over syndrome. I'll have to tell you about that sometime. I got a testimony from a general many years ago. A general in the military of our country. Chaos is a terrible thing. A terrible thing. And we can't just instantly snap our fingers and chaos go away. We have got to take baby steps. Let me tell you about my baby steps. I started on January the 1st of 1999. I was determined to get organized. How many of you have said that? I'm going to get organized. This year, I'm going to get organized. Well, I sat down to figure out why I wasn't. Here I was, 43 years old, and didn't know how to clean house. And I was scared to death that people on the board of commissioners in our county, I was going to become a county commissioner, they were going to find out my dirty little secret was that I couldn't keep house. Robert deserved to have a home that blessed him. I deserve to have a home that blesses me. Y'all, we have a home that blesses us now. We do. We really do. We had septic tank people here pumping yesterday, and one of them was looking through our window to the back, and he said, "You got a really good view." And I said, "Well, come on, we'll go out on the back porch." He said, "No, I can't walk through your house with our shoes on." And I said, it doesn't matter. It's going to get cleaned up. But they still wouldn't do it. They still wouldn't do it. So, but they could have walked through our home easily. How does FlyLady work? We start with one habit, keeping that sink clean and shiny. That's it. It's all you have to do. You don't have to procrastinate. We do have a little rule, you can't miss 2 days in a row. But the main thing is you get that sink clean and shiny. However you do it, with baking soda or with barkeeper's friend, or rinsing it out and um, putting a half a cup of bleach in some hot water and letting it soak for a while. That's what I did. That's what I did on that New Year's Day. I picked one habit to practice for the whole month because I figured out I was trying to do too much at one time and it wasn't working. So I picked one habit to practice for the whole month of January. And that habit was keeping my sink clean and shiny. And you know what grew out of that one habit? And I'm seeing it in my head right now. The countertops got cleared. The stove got clean. The refrigerator, we had a copper tone refrigerator and a copper tone stove. And the clean went from that sink around the room because the stove said in my ear, well, why don't you clean me like you clean that sink? And I did. And we had yellow linoleum floor. And it was the type of linoleum floor that had grooves in it. And it was nasty. I got down sitting on that floor and scrubbed that floor and got it pretty looking. We had a door that went outside and in the kitchen, and that door was an old storm door. I shined it up. Everything in the kitchen got clean. Everything. By the end of the month, that clean was pouring over into the entrance of our home and our little dining room. And it was amazing. I'd walk into the kitchen in the morning and I'd be blinded by this shiny sink in a good way. I wasn't walking into the kitchen being greeted with mystery water, stuff floating on top of the water, sinkfuls of dirty dishes. And we had a dishwasher, and I had sinkfuls of dirty dishes. And Robert had asked me, if you'll just keep one side of the sink open, I will make you coffee every morning. Guess what? He makes me coffee every morning. Y'all, it's that shiny sink changed my life. But it also taught me to establish habits, simple habits. They are the foundation to our system, is establishing a simple habit. Get up in the morning, make your bed, go to the bathroom, swish and swipe as you're getting dressed. Put your makeup away, wipe down your counters. It takes 30 seconds. Grab a load of laundry, put it in the washing machine. That's a start to your day. Go into the kitchen, fix yourself something for breakfast. I don't eat breakfast. Um, I'm I just like to fast until about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I have more energy when I do that. These simple habits that we practice every month, and putting together a 3-step routine and a 3-step morning routine, afternoon routine, and a before bed routine. That before bed routine is the most important routine of the whole day because it starts you off on the right foot the next morning. It really does. So, folks, this is how the FlyLady system works. It works, it gets in your head. You commit to it. Now, we have had, and we ought to do an Ask FlyLady question about how the system doesn't work for me. And I can triage it just like this. Just like this. Well, FlyLady doesn't work for me. We don't wear shoes in our house. Well, if you want to get your home clean, you need to put some shoes on. Every single sport has its own shoes except for swimming. And then they have little sandals that they wear to get to the pool because you're not going to walk barefoot. Every sport has its own shoes. We have shoes too, and we need to keep them tied to our feet because we're going to lose them. If you grew up like I did barefoot, you had heels you had feet that were tough as nails and you could run on rocks. Well, guess what? Our feet are going to change. If you suffer with cracked heels and bleeding heels, and my sister Leanne had that. And I said, you got to put your shoes on, sister. She's been gone 6 years this past week. God bless her. Anyway, folks, we got to put our shoes on. Some of you are not paying attention to the before bed routine. You don't think that really matters. You got all the time in the world in the morning. Yeah, we can dilly-dally all we want to. But if we will get up, if we will have our clothes picked out, we have no excuse not to put them on. I picked my outfit out last night. Put these jeans, laid them out in my bathroom. I had no clue they would fit like they did. And they're my favorite brand, Denim and Company. Who knew they made jeans? Anyway, folks, commit to reading our messages, opening up our messages, giving us a thumbs up, listening to my videos. I do 2 a day, 5 days a week, and then on the weekend I run a marathon on Saturday. Y'all, if you will just open up your mind. We have a lot of bad stuff floating around. We wrote a book called Body Clutter that helps to get rid of the negativity that's in our heads. If we will let go of that negativity and replace it with something good, something that works, something that is tried and true, you're going to see a huge difference in your home. Every single day, you're going to see a huge difference in your home by taking the baby steps. We have a book. Where is it? Our Chaos to Clean book right now. This is your refresher course. If you need to jumpstart and get back on it, grab this book. In a week, I think it's a week. It'll be August 1st. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? August is almost here. The summer has flown by. And August has 31 days. July has 31 days too. We're going to jump into this book in August. Get yours ordered. Yes. We establish habits, one habit at a time, each month. January's habit is keeping your sink clean and shiny, or when you first join up. February's habit is decluttering. You don't have a home with clutter in it. February, declutter. But you got to start decluttering every single day. It's easier to establish a habit that you do every day, not just once in a blue moon. Blue moons only happen every once in a while. So, folks, March is getting dressed to lace up shoes. Commit to getting dressed to lace up shoes. When you do your laundry, put your whole outfit together. I have a Rubbermaid tub in my bathroom that I keep my outfits right there, where I can pull a whole outfit out. There are places on YouTube that teach you how to fold everything together. Make ease of packing. But guess what? When you can do your laundry and put your whole outfit together, you take it off to put it in the laundry hamper. You take it off together, put it back together when you're doing the laundry. Do your kids' clothes that same way. You know, getting dressed to lace up shoes first thing in the morning. And if you don't have a pair of shoes that you can wear in the house, throw some in the wash machine, let them dry for a couple of days in your in your house. If you can put them out in the sunbeam, that would be great too. Set them on a picnic table, but they got to get some sun on them. And then only wear those shoes in the house. I wear my shoes outside and inside. We do every single day. April's habit is making your bed. There's nothing better than walking into your bedroom and seeing that bed made. It changes your attitude. It puts a smile on your face, just like that shiny sink puts a smile on your face. May's habit is moving, getting up, getting out, spending 15 minutes, 7 minutes out, 7 minutes in, 15 minutes moving your body. Maybe you're going to garden. Maybe you're weed eating. 15 minutes of up and moving. Sometimes it's 15 minutes every hour. Sometimes it's just 5 minutes. But you can do it. You really can do it. May's habit is moving. June's habit is drinking your water, staying hydrated, not drinking sweet stuff, water. Drink your water. And you're going to feel better. You're going to be energized. Now, not drinking excessive amounts and just sipping on a cup of water. If you drink a cup of water every hour, look at what you're going to get in. A cup is 8 ounces. This probably holds about 10 ounces. That's 80 ounces of water that you've sipped during the day, during the hour. Refill your cup. July's habit is swish and swipe. That's what we're practicing right now. Swish and swipe in our bathroom. But every room has a little swish and swipe. And keeping your sink clean and shiny in your kitchen, wiping down your countertops, that makes your kitchen look good. Making your bed in your bedroom, that's a swish and swipe. There's a swish and swipe in every single room. Cleaning off your flat surfaces in your living room makes your living room look neat. Yes. Let's see, that was July. August habit is doing a load of laundry every day. If you will do a load of laundry from start to finish every single day and put it away, you can start it at night when everybody's got their jammies on. You got a load of clothes. You got a load of clothes to put in the wash machine. And then first thing in the morning, when you get up and you're taking another load of laundry to the basement, put that load that's in the wash machine that you did last night in the dryer. And you're going to get probably 2 loads done today. Having that laundry done makes it easy for people to get ready to go to school in the morning when they pick their clothes out. And you can put your kids' clothes together in the full outfits. September is practicing our before bed routine. It changes your life. When you do that one routine, you are going to start out on the right foot every morning because you set up a launch pad so the kids wouldn't forget their clarinet or whatever they've got at school today, gym shoes, whatever it is. You've got it set on their launch pad. Now's the time to establish a launch pad. It can be anything from a crate and a hook on the wall for backpacks. That's all. That's it. Some place for somebody to sit and put their shoes on and grab their backpack. Have a place to put things so that they're ready to walk out the door to go to school. Yeah, it's on their way out the door. October is dealing with your paper clutter. We have paper clutter everywhere. When October rolls around, that's when we can have a fire pit outside, or start a fire in your fireplace. You can burn some stuff that you're scared that's going to get in the trash and people are going to steal your identity. But you can deal with it at home. If not, get get a shredder. It'll You can shred everything you need, and kids love to help. November, it's menu planning. We do menu planning every single week on Tuesday. We menu plan. If you don't do it on Tuesday, we got to end up procrastination day. Do it on Wednesday. It's going to change your life. It's going to change your finances because you're going to be planning for those leftovers. Just have to think about it. And we got a calendar that's big enough to put your menu plans on the calendar. Yeah, you can do this. And December's habit is pampering yourself every single day. Whether it's putting some cuticle oil on your fingernails, I put chapstick on mine every night when I put chapstick on my lips to go to bed. Put it on my cuticles. It changes. When you take care of you, there's nothing like a hangnail or a cuticle that's gotten dry and pulled away and it hurts. Take care of you. If you don't take care of you, who will? And that's what these pampering missions are all about. Sit down and get your Bible and read. We can read our Bible in a month. And I got it on our website. Take care of you. Take care of you physically, spiritually, mentally. Sometimes we just need to take a nap. It's not a bad thing. If you got little kids, when they take a nap, you may need to sit down and rest. Don't say this only time I've got to clean. Well, you got a little army right there with you. So, folks, life's too short to keep going from system to system to system. Stick with something. I don't care whose it is. But our system works. I'm living proof. I am living proof. God gets all the glory, y'all. God set my feet in motion to be FlyLady. Somebody asked me yesterday, the septic tank guy, he said, well, what's your website? I says FlyLady.net because he won't tell his wife about it. And he said, well, what does that mean? And I said, well, I used to teach fly fishing. He said, I've always wanted to learn how to do that. You know what? I came in here to my studio on my shelf over here. I had 2 books. There's 2 guys. And it was the Curtis Creek Manifesto. I pulled them out. I've got 2 more in my nightstand drawer. And I handed it to him. And then I gave him a 5-minute lesson on how to fly fish. But I said, the FlyLady turned into something entirely different. God had a plan for me to teach women how to be kind to themselves. And that's what we do. We teach you to get rid of that negativity. My granny always said, can't, never, could do anything. Well, if you say you can't, you won't. But if you say, I'm going to give FlyLady a try, I'm going to give it my all. I'm going to do this. One time we were at a convention at the state fairgrounds in Nashville. And I had that banner that's on the screen right now overhead. And this guy comes by and he says, FlyLady, I owe you an apology. And I said, why? And he said, your name was a 4-letter word in our home. And I said, how come? He said, it was FlyLady this and FlyLady does it this way. And he said, I told my wife she couldn't mention that word in our house anymore. And I said, well, I apologize for that. because that's not the way I teach my ladies to do things. Sometimes we can get a little obsessive compulsive. He said, "We need you back." And I thought, for a guy to admit that he was wrong, it broke my heart. They could have had years of a clean house with a family that homeschools. And he said, "We want you back." And I said, "Well, just tell your wife that you met me today, and we can change our atmosphere if we'll commit and not go hog wild. That's not fun. But we've got to take our time, establish these habits, string them into simple routines, and then turn those simple 3-step routines into a habit. Because when you get it in here, it ain't leaving. It doesn't matter if you go to a hotel room somewhere. You're going to shine that bathroom sink. You're going to make that bed, even if housekeeping comes in. You're going to make the bed. Y'all, life, God put me here to help you. That's my job. And when you don't read the emails, you're not giving God a chance to help you with your home. So please, let go of your perfectionism. Let go of the things that are stopping you from from trying what we're doing. Let it go. Right now, we got 150 people in here. That's amazing to me, because all I'm here to do is help one person. One person. And that one person is you. We can change your attitude if you jump in with us. Don't look back. Don't say, "That's not how my mama did it." That's perfectionism. God gets all the glory. He really does. We've been told many times that finding FlyLady.net was an answer to prayer. Y'all, all we really want to do is to be good moms, good wives, good aunts. We want to be the hostess with the mostest. But we got to start with a clean foundation, and that's our homes. And right now, more than ever, we need a home that blesses us. Let's go to the Lord in prayer. Dear Father in heaven, thank you so much for all my flybabies that are here watching this morning. Thank you for the love that you give them. Thank you for everything that you have done in my life to prepare me to be the helper to all the people that have followed me over the last 25 years. I'm humbled, Lord. Thank you for giving my life purpose. Thank you for helping me find that purpose when I got my home in order. I was bored and I started writing, and you knew that would happen. You knew it. So thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for sending your son to die for all of us on the cross so that we could have everlasting life with you. Thank you, Lord, for giving all my flybabies a purpose. And maybe when they get their house in order, they will find it. Because right now, chaos is running rampant in their homes, Lord. Let's get rid of the chaos and send it back where it belongs, to the pits of hell. In the name of Jesus, we pray. Amen and amen. Okay, folks, we got lots to do. We got a whole lot to do. You know, we get dinged for praying on here. YouTube won't share our videos, so I'm counting on you to share the videos. Um, please share our videos. Give us a thumbs up. It changes the algorithm. It really does. Support us by purchasing some of our tools if you can. If you can't, that's okay too. Get your calendars ordered. If you're going to need a calendar in January, you need to go ahead and get it ordered because it's never going to be $10. It's never going to be $10 again. It's never going to be. So get it now. I love you all. Be good, kind, and sweet. Be good to yourself by going and shining your sink. If you've not done that yet, do it now. It's anti procrastination day. Do it now and then send me a picture of it. Be kind to others. Because when you can open your door and let somebody into your life, you can help them in some way. Somehow. You can drop everything and go do what you need to do to help somebody else. That's what we're here for. And let that joy that is in your heart that comes from God above show the world who you are, a child of the Most High God. Help us defeat those algorithms that are fighting us every day. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being one of my babies. I love you all. Get your book. Get your book ordered and your control journal. They're half price right now. God gets all the glory. I will see you later.